Oh, well, we're back with some Bleach Soul Resonance, and we're going to be taking on the final stage of this Grimmjow event using only limited characters, because I have seen people having a tough time with it, and I figured, why not? It's just an extra video. I'm not going to make it its own, like, day of videos. I'll just upload it alongside the other video I was planning to upload anyway, which should have been the weekly questions thread. But, yeah, I don't know. It feels valuable, it feels useful, so why not get in here with a bonus one, seeing as I don't know, I've just seen people struggle with it, I guess. I've seen a lot of people say that they haven't been able to maintain these high DPS numbers, and I mean, it does sort of bring to mind how poorly people are rating Pantera Grimmjow, despite the top end looking like it does. I mean, that's just, you know, it's certainly suspicious. I mean, that, you know, Grimmjow feels like he's being undervalued, and also people aren't able to clear this event's DPS checks, but I've cleared all of them. I've gotten all of them done. I've been doing them limited or with my own Grimmjow, who has less dupes and a similar power, so I figured why not just straight up use the actual Grimmjow that they give us here for the final one and just make an example. A lot of it's going to come down to rotation. I mean, if you see, we're not really sticking on any character super hard. I mean, we're trying to get Grimmjow back in every single time we do one of these micro pounces. And if you haven't mastered these micro pounces, I mean, we'll go in after and just show it. But if you're not doing these sort of like stop and go pounces with Grimmjow, and you're not keeping up the 10 instincts, which you get in this event if you're using the limited time free to play one, then I mean, you're gonna have problems. You're just not gonna qualify, right? So we can see we're sort of dipping down to like 4.6 million here, which is just on the cusp of actually, you know, getting through the mission that it needs. But I mean, we're gonna balloon that, right? I mean, 5.3 now, 5.2 now. It's just, you know, bouncing over and over. But you know, we've got an ult here to use, and you know, plenty of targets. This is just gonna mop up. Like Grimmjow, he really has revealed himself as the most fun character, and I hope that both Hollow Ichigo and Ulquieta are shades of Grimmjow and not so much shades of other characters. Not that I think every character in this game has been pretty fun so far, but it's almost like not even comparable, right? It's not even comparable because Grimmjow is just like this powerhouse who is also like rewards you putting in the time, and I just think, I don't know, it's really cool, really fun. We can see we popped the early technique there just because we had it up. Essentially, we flubbed our rotations, which means those two things were not in sync, and that's how you can tell they're not in sync, is if you have the look at Soifon blasting away. Yeah, I mean, was that 300 million from Soifon? We go up to 6.6 million, and at this point, I mean, it's just GG's, right? It's GG's. We have too much DPS. We have 45 seconds to burn, and I mean, like almost nothing can even stay on the screen at this point. We're just blasting through. Our rotations are becoming really clean. One thing that you need to keep up is just my Yuri rotations. I mean, there are sometimes that I'll counterattack with my Yuri just to get his technique off, and then switch back into Grimmjow. Like if my rotations are a little scuffed, and I do think that's something that you'll need to do long term if you're trying to optimize Grimmjow and keep him just bathed in support and keep him bathed and rolling in his buff effects. But a lot of times what I've seen are just people messing up that window with Grimmjow and not getting enough Mayuri in. Not getting enough Mayuri in is also my own problem when it comes to using the character. God, Soifon just doing so much damage. When it comes to the character, and yeah, it's something I need to work on. So, you know, we can all be humble here. You know, no one's the best player in the world. You know, I'm not better than anyone else. You know, I show all the time when I fail. I show all the time when I have a run that isn't so good. That's partially why I do it, is because I want to show you what a normal ass run looks like without, you know, trying to get the perfect counters every time, trying to get the perfect buff rotation every time. I do show you what I believe are like optimal rotations, but I definitely don't like go out of my way to prioritize that. So as we pile down, and look how long these 3 seconds last because of the time stopping in this kit. Like, I mean, how you could think this team is bad is just beyond me. Like, this 3 seconds lasts so long. And as we come to our end here, I'll see you in the recap, but we cleared it. And there you have it. I mean, that's these stages all squared out. The only thing I'm wondering though is as I go to rewards, I have 33 out of 36, but I don't really know how to get the final one. I mean, at 33 out of 36, this one says 30. I wonder if this is just like, is it bugged or am I missing something? Because all of these are starred. We can see I've reached the DPS checkpoint on all of them. So I'm not too sure if anyone is in the comments, if you watch this long, if you could enlighten us. But I did want to go over this because I have seen quite a few people, maybe it's just new players, maybe, so on and so forth, struggling to get this done. And it's been pretty breezy for me. I mean, 6 million is well above the 4.5 million that you actually need to complete this stage. But I am just confused as to why I don't have access to the bond. Very odd indeed. I mean, wouldn't each of these have 9? So there's 3 each. So wouldn't it be like 3, 6, or 9, 18, 27, 36? Or how would that even work? I mean, it says I have 33. So I have 11 done. So there's just this mystery amount. I mean, maybe it'll be like there was an event a long time ago where it opened up into having like an extra boss. It was Aizen. I mean, maybe it's that. But as of right now, also we can see that I am maintaining top 200, or what is the actual total? I assume top 200. Yeah, top 200 in this event too. But yeah, I just wanted to do that because I feel like I've seen quite a few people being unable to complete this. Maybe it's new players, maybe it's returning players, people who just don't really, who haven't really been playing, maybe just struggling with using Grimmjow, and that's of course fine, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, I don't exactly know why I don't have access to this if this is all of them. So there must be another, right? There has to be another coming to either today or tomorrow. Or maybe we'll get it fixed by the time I wake up. Who knows? But I'm gonna go check Twitter or the Reddit and see if anyone has talked about this, and I'll come back and talk about it, I guess. Okay, so thankfully we're not crazy. This person pointed it out, and then as we go down here 9 hours ago, so this person must be on SEA. Anyone know how to get 36? I'm stuck at 33. Same here, and I 3-starred everything, which makes sense because when we come here, I mean, we're literally stuck on 33 out of 36. So it must not be counting the last 3 of one of these, or it's not counting the the 4.5 million check on these last 3 or something like that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we have it done. This video wasn't like a bug reveal, but I guess it's sort of turned into that. I'll probably put it in the title, but if it gets fixed before the video goes up, because I'm going to, queue this, I'm going to schedule it. If it gets fixed before it goes up, then disregard this. But yeah, that was just a quick example of how to do this. The thing about Grimmjow, and it's just going to be the repeated thing over and over again, and you saw it in the display or in the example. It's really going to come down to getting better at micro pouncing or quick pouncing or any name you really want to give it, but it's just, that's going to be it. That's going to be the limiting factor, is getting better at doing this and then into a switch, right? That is going to be by far the thing that elevates your Grimmjow the most. There's not going to be like you can get just raw numbers obviously, but on a mechanical level, doing stuff like this is going to be what gets you there. Mayuri's rotations really matter. His buffs really matter. Do not undersell them. Do not undervalue them. And just get better at getting your Grimmjow all the way up to 5 or 10. In the case of the actual event, it's 10 because he has a dupe in him. So get your Grimmjow up to the max level, and then from there on, you're just gonna do stuff like this. That's gonna be it. That's gonna help you get it done. That is what is holding you back most certainly. And yeah, it's a good event for learning rotations, genuinely. I feel like there haven't been many characters that you've really needed like a primer for, but yeah, once that gets fixed, we'll have full access to once it gets fixed, we'll have full access to the bond, which would be extremely good for Grimmjow. But yeah, there's deterioration done, the last one done, and we did it by quite a bit. I mean, let's just check our scores. Highest DPS 6.6 million, 4.8 million, so we skirted by there. I was still pretty new at using them. 5.6 million here, 4.5 million there. This was when I was very much, I didn't know what I was doing. And then 5.4 million there. So easily collected, you know, throughout these. I mean, if you saw the most recent one, you could tell that now that I have an idea of how to play this character, it would be clean pickings. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Quick little update video. Like if you like the video, subscribe to the club, we'll go make it, and peace.